Good morning. This is Reverend Pam Geagan here from the Center for Spiritual Living, Pleasant Valley. I apologize for coming on so late this morning. This is the conclusion of our Rumi meditations, the disciplines that Rumi used and what created that wonderful poet and poetry that just flowed in and through and as him. And so I want to start with the disciplines that brought out the passion. And then today we're going to look at those poems, some of them, do a little bit of history here, look at this, we'll relax in, and then I'm going to end with some of his most famous quotes. To me, Rumi was one of the most passionate poets that I've ever read before in my life. And the four disciplines that I came up with were, or other people led me to come up with too, were to eat lightly, breathe deeply, move freely, and gaze raptly. And those were the things that brought out the passion in Rumi. And they were given to him. He was 37 years old when he met a man named Shams. And Rumi was already a reputable teacher and theologian. And during this time when he was visiting Syria, he met this wandering holy man, Shams of Tabrizi, and better known as a wise man in essence. And that meeting changed the course of Rumi's life. Shams was about 20 to 30 years older, they believed, than Rumi was, and he was a mystic. And as well read and well learned as Rumi was, he wanted to know about that mysticism that lied within all of us. So Shams was not affiliated with any holy group. He had an irresistible personality, and he exposed Rumi to the mysteries of the divine majesty and beauty and mysticism of life, the metaphysical. So Rumi came to understand the spiritual significance of his experience as a brand new learner almost. The two became very close friends, and for months they lived, my understanding is not only near each other, but they lived in a temple and did not come out until Rumi was Rumi the poet, not just the scholar, but he was that passionate poet. And what he learned in there were those four disciplines: eating lightly, breathing deeply, moving freely, and then gazing raptly. And so a lot of his poetry was about that. Now, 3 years later, they were so close, and Rumi was already married. He was on his second marriage. His first wife had died. He had 4 children, but everybody always writes about the mystery of Shams and Rumi's closeness, because all of his love poetry came after that experience that he had with Shams. And when Shams all of a sudden just these poems, and and they're called the Divan Shams, using that pen name to honor his friend Shamas. So Divan Shams, he expressed his love and longing and lost, and would talk about the different stages of love. And Rumi continued to write until the end of his days. It is said, and I don't know if they've ever clarified this, but Shams was killed, they believe, by not Sufi mystics, but by Muslims who felt that Rumi had betrayed them and fell under the spell of Shams in that mysticism. So that's just what I read. I don't know if that's true, if they've ever clarified that. I doubt it, because Rumi was in the 13th century. So what we know is what came out of that loss and that meeting was Divan-i Shams, and it's a masterpiece of wisdom and eloquence. It is often said that Rumi had attained the level of the perfect master at that time. And so at that time, After he became awakened and enlightened, he often dwelled in the spiritual realms that were rarely visited by others of this world. And in those realms, he attained heights that were attained by only a few before him or ever since him. But he always left space for an unexpected, in his poetry, for the unexpected, so the reader could reach their own higher and higher understanding of his poetry in their own spiritual understanding of the depth and the passion that he felt and shared through his words. So Rumi wrote hundreds of times, "There is little one can say about love. It has to be lived." And I'm going to do one poem, and then I'm going to put on, we're going to relax right now, and then I'm going to do a poem, and then I'm going to, in our reverie, in our depth of quietness, I'm going to put on the Mother. One of my favorite meditations behind, as we just relax in. And then I'm going to read this poem and close with some of the most famous quotes that Rumi left us with about love and about passion. And so we just take that energy, bring it down, down, down from high above, going through the crown, and just breathing deeply. Breathing in deeply into the chest, through our noses, and then breathing out through the mouth. And then 2 more deep breaths. And then let us just, from that energy coming down from the crown, having it come down the neck, the back of the neck, relaxing in vertebrae by vertebrae, lowering the head, dropping the shoulders, rolling the shoulders back, and then dropping them again, stretching out those vertebrae, going down. And then from the shoulders, feel that light going down the upper arms, the elbows, the lower arms, the wrists, and out the fingers. And I always encourage everybody to take these energy wands with this energy flowing through and directed. If there's any place in the body that is not feeling easy or comfortable, or there is pain, then just place those energy wands, directing that energy straight in that area, and relax that area in. And now that energy coming back up the shoulders, going down the back, vertebrae by vertebrae by vertebrae, stretching. And then coming around into the front with the heart chakra, opening the heart chakra. And there's the lotus there, and in the lotus that is so beautiful in the center of the heart, in that beautiful green emerald chakra, you see the beauty of the lotus by itself, or there could be a deity there, or a loved one there, an angel there to give to you, reveal to you something that you want to know, either known or unknown. Or it can just be the beauty of that beautiful Mother Nature. And then wrapping around again the back, vertebrae by vertebrae, letting go. Creating the space between the vertebrae, wrapping around the front to the solar plexus, the beautiful yellow solar plexus. Wrapping again down the back, around the back, vertebrae by vertebrae. Maybe Whatever position you are, relax neck, relax shoulders, coming around into the sacral, beneath the belly button, above the root chakra, that beautiful orange. I always see it as like a Caribbean orange. And then coming down to the root chakra between the legs, the wonderful ruby red root chakra. Opening up the hips, relaxing them in, the thighs, the knees, going down the calves, down the ankles, down the feet, down, down, down to the middle earth. And the middle earth looks like whatever you want it to look like. And then tie that wonderful golden realm of the heaven world of light, now surging through the body, to a tree, or just let it waft there. But it grounds us. For in this third dimensional body, as we attach and come, not attach, but open up to all the spiritual realms, we remember through our mind, body, soul, in this wholeness of who we are, that we are earthly beings here to expand the consciousness through the use of the body in this third material dimension. So now just breathe in that energy all the way up. I use God. You can use whatever deity you want on the in-breath. See that shooting right out the crown chakra with God is, I am on the in-breath. God is, and I am on the out-breath. And then two more, connecting with all of the planes of energy. The third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, the seventh, the eighth dimensions and beyond. Breathe in again, silently. And just relax in. Let go of any thoughts. And as they come, because we're human, let them just waft through. Paying attention to the breath, my voice. As I read this one poem, and then I'm going to share uplifting, passionate quotes, because from Rumi's spiritual disciplines, those 4 disciplines and more, he created the passionate poetry that still makes him one of the most revered poets today. What was said to the rose that made it open was said to me here in my chest. What was told to the cypress that made it strong and straight? What was whispered to the jasmine? So it is what it is. Whatever made sugarcane sweet, whatever was said to the inhabitants of the town of Geagan in Turkestan that makes them so handsome, whatever lets the pomegranate flower blush like a human face, that is being said to me now. I blush. Whatever put eloquence in language, that's happening here. the great wardrobe house and wardrobe house doors open. I fill with gratitude. Chewing a piece of sugar cane in love with the one to whom every that belongs. In the Divan-i-Shams, Rumi created such a level of beauty that the reader can not only appreciate its wisdom, but also reach levels of ecstasy and mystical energy, seldom found in other poems or translations. This is close to the mystical experience itself, without actually being there with Rumi. For he provided glimpses of ecstasy and mystical experience in that oneness of spirit. It is not a mystery to many of us, after being more aware of Rumi's writings and what created them from within, that he wrote them under Shams-i-Divan. Because you can see he never separated from the mysticism of Shams. Come, come, whoever, whatever you may be, come. Heathen, idolatrous, or fire worshipper, come. Even if you deny your oaths 100 times, come. Our door is the door of hope. Come as you are. The mirror of the heart is infinite. Either the understanding falls silent, or it leads you astray, because the heart is with God, or indeed, the heart is He. Knock and He'll open the door. For what you seek is seeking you. Just keep breathing in. The very center of your heart is where life begins. The most beautiful place on earth. When you let go of who you are, you become who you might be. Yesterday I was clever, so I wanted to change the world. Today I am wise, so I am changing myself. Remember, the entrance door to the sanctuary is inside you. You've seen my descent. Now watch my rising. Live life as if everything is rigged in your favor. I am an ocean in a drop. not the drop in the ocean. Alone, I am it all. The universe is not outside you. Look inside yourself. Everything you want, you already are. The entrance door to the sanctuary is inside you. Goodbyes are only for those who love with their eyes, because for those who love with heart and soul, there is no such thing as separation. Your heart knows the way. Run in that direction. This is love, to fly toward a secret sky, to cause 100 veils to fall each moment. First to let go of life, finally to take a step without feet. Why are you so enchanted by this world when a mind of gold lies within you? When you do things from the soul, you feel a river moving in you, a joy. It is a voice that doesn't use words. Listen. Let the beauty of what you love be what you do. You have within you more love than you could ever understand. When the world pushes you to your knees, you're in the perfect position to pray. Everything that is made beautiful and fair and lovely is made for the eye of the one who sees. All I've seen teaches me to trust the Creator for all I have seen and all I have not seen. Stop acting small. You are the universe in ecstatic motion. It's your road and yours alone. Others may walk it with you, but no one can walk it for you. Wherever you are and whatever you do, be in love. That which God said to the rose and caused it to laugh in full-blown beauty, He said to my heart and made it 100 times more beautiful. If you find me not within you, you will never find me, for I've been with you from the beginning of time. Keep breaking your heart until it opens. For your heart is the size of an ocean. Go find yourself in its hidden depths. Lovers don't find themselves when they finally meet somewhere. They are in each other all along. We come spinning out of nothingness, scattering stars like dust. For there is a force within that gives you life. Seek that. 1,000 half-loves must be forsaken to take one whole heart home. And so I close right now, just letting you rest for just a moment in the quiet. Asking you to open your heart today. And see with new eyes, the eyes of the passion that lies within. And so I say as I close out, peace out, namaste. Have a blessed day. And I'll see you Sunday with our wonderful, who is with me on, I can't remember right now, but I'll think of it and I'll let you know. If we go on Facebook, it's there for us. Oh my gosh, it's our wonderful Dr. Sue. And we're talking about now and next. I love each and every one of you. And so I know that lies within me is the greatness of my teacher, Dr. Sue. Anyway, see you on the flip side on this coming Sunday. Mwah! Have a blessed day.